Hey guys, back today with another video, and today what I want to talk about is the plight of the North Korean people and a documentary that I watched about a South Korean pastor and the work that he's doing to help liberate people from North Korea. The name of the documentary is Beyond Utopia, and the pastor's name is Sungeun Kim. And Pastor Kim runs an organization in South Korea called Caleb Mission, which since the early 2000s has reportedly helped over 1,000 people escape from North Korea. Now, I first learned of the documentary when I got an email from an organization called Liberty in North Korea, often abbreviated as LINK. And I've been on their mailing list for a while now, and they do the same kind of work that Caleb Mission does. The two organizations are independent of each other, and the focus of the film is on the work of Pastor Kim. But since Caleb Mission and Liberty in North Korea have the same goal, there was some participation from Link in the post-production of the documentary, as well as in its promotion. On its website, Link refers to itself as a, quote, impact partner and fiscal sponsor of the film. Now, the filmmakers here wanted to give an inside look at what it's like to actually escape from North Korea, and it focuses on two specific stories. One is a family of 5 where their journey begins when they cross the Yalu River into China in a desperate bid to get away from the North. But once they were in China, they really didn't know what to do. However, someone who knew about Pastor Kim found them and then helped them send a plea to Pastor Kim to help them complete their escape. And the youngest of this group is only around 4 or 5 years old, and the oldest is a grandmother who I believe they say in the film is 80 years old. And then you have some who are in their middle age. So this is multiple generations who are trying to escape together, and it really is something to see. The other story that we see in the film is that of a mother who is trying to get her teenage son out of the country. She escaped some years ago before and is now living in South Korea. But sadly, she left her son behind, and now she's trying to be reunited with him, so she also appeals to Pastor Kim for help. Now, I'm not going to tell you exactly how either of these stories work out. You'll need to watch the documentary for that. But what I will tell you is that watching the film is pretty intense, and you will feel a range of emotions as you follow the story. While it is obviously important for organizations like Caleb Mission and Link to keep the specifics of how they do their work a secret, we do see a lot of actual rescue footage in the film. And one thing I learned from this is that getting someone from North Korea to South Korea is more complicated than you might think. Due to landmines that have been placed along the border between the two countries, you cannot simply go from the north to the south. There's no mad dash across the border to freedom. Instead, you must take a long and circuitous route that travels through multiple countries, including China and Laos and Thailand. And most of these countries, if the defectors are caught, then they will be sent back to North Korea rather than being sent to the south. So if you're trying to escape from North Korea, you're not safe just because you get across the border. That is only the beginning of your effort to reach freedom. But if you watch the film, you'll get to see who these people are and to truly see the human side of what is going on here in what really is an insane situation with a truly unique but terrible country that's terrorizing its own citizens, while it's also being a menace to much of the rest of the world. There's a girl in the film who defected from North Korea, and what she says is that when you escape and you finally do reach a free country like South Korea, then you realize that all this time you've almost been like living on another planet. She says it's like living in a kind of reversed reality, and you discover that the country that you have been told all of your life is the greatest nation on earth is actually hell on earth. And the men that you've been led to believe are the greatest of all heroes are actually the worst villains. And to illustrate what conditions are actually like inside the country, the film also shows some undercover footage that was taken inside of North Korea to give us a better idea of what everyday life is like for many regular North Koreans. Link has said that one of the key pillars of their work is shifting the focus from North Korea's dictator to its people. And I do think that this film helps to do that. In 2023, the film screened at the Sundance Film Festival, where it actually won the Audience Award for U.S. Documentary. And later that year, in October, it had a 2-day run in US cinemas where audiences around the country got a chance to see it on the big screen. Having now seen the film for myself, I can say that the film is very well made. It's thrilling, it's heartbreaking, and most importantly, it makes you want to do something to help. Currently, the film is available as a rental on multiple streaming platforms, including Amazon, and the usual price across the board that I'm seeing right now, as of the time of this filming, to rent it is $5.99. If it all sounds interesting to you, or if you have a heart for the North Korean people and the horrors they're being subjected to, then I would highly recommend checking it out and also look more into the work that Pastor Kim and Liberty in North Korea are doing. To facilitate that, you will find in the description links to the trailer for the film, an article on the Link website that talks about the film and their involvement, and from there you can check out the rest of their website, and also a link to a donation page for Caleb Mission. Take a look, and if you're able, see if you feel like either of those organizations might be worthy of your financial support. Even $5 or $10 will help, and that's especially true if it's a recurring monthly donation. If you do watch the documentary, I would love it if you would come back and leave a comment and let us know what you thought about it. And if you have any other thoughts about the situation with North Korea and what we as Christians can do about it, then I would like to hear that as well. God bless Pastor Kim and everyone else who are working on the front lines of this conflict, and may they be protected in the work that they do. All right, guys, that's it for this one. If you appreciated the video, then please do click like, leave a comment. If you are not already subscribed, then feel free to click that subscribe button. Thanks for stopping by and giving a little bit of your time to learn about this very important issue. Take care of yourself, and as always, I will talk to you later.